We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Grange, Lime, and Stone, located 10 miles west of Punxsutawney. Grange, Lime, and Stone, located 10 miles west of Punxsutawney along Route 536, will mine, crush, and size limestone and sand rock for industrial, commercial, and residential use. Grange, Lime, and Stone will deliver, or you can pick up, your choice. For more information, call Grange, Lime, and Stone at 814-938-4883. That's 814-938-4883.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network. We are here at Stern Field in DuBois. It is the D9 Central League Baseball Championship game between the DuBois Beavers and the DuBois Central Catholic Cardinals. It is a rematch of a game between these two teams in the City Classic earlier the year, won in 9 innings by DuBois. DuBois Central Catholic comes in at 14-5, DuBois 16-3. DuBois the visiting, DuBois the home team, DuBois Central Catholic the visitors tonight, and we're getting ready to get underway here. We'll give you the starting lineup in a moment as Kellen Hoover steps in. It'll be Kellen Hoover playing center field and batting first. Braden Zasek bats second at second base. Carter Hines bats third. He does the pitching. Evan Burton bats fourth. He is the shortstop. Aiden Keller bats fifth. He catches. Xavier Schentner bats sixth. He's in right field. Dalton King bats seventh. He's in left field. Devin Saplizio bats eighth. He's the designated hitter. And Colton Sachs bats ninth. He's the third baseman going up against Grady Galashinsky. And we'll give you Galashinsky's numbers here in a moment as this game is underway about 5 minutes early. One ball, one strike here on Kellen Hoover. So Hoover is now ahead in the count, 2-1. Get that up on the scoreboard here for you in a second. Again, this game starting early on us has me a little off kilter here. 3 balls and 1 strike on Hoover. Galashinsky, ground ball. That's going to be a great play by the shortstop deep. Throw across, not going to be in time. That'll be an infield hit for Kellen Hoover. And DCC has their leadoff hitter on. It'll bring up Braden Zasek. Zasek getting a 318 on the year. Grady Galashinsky, 2-1. 2.82 earned run average, 22 1/3 innings pitched. He has let up 25 hits, 10 walks, has struck out 21. With DuBois playing on Tuesday at Greenaway Field in Pittsburgh in the sub-regional, Noah Farrell, their ace, unavailable for this game. First pitch here to Zatzik, and it's outside, ball one. There's another ball. Now it's 2-0 on Zatzik. Again, these teams met in the City Classic a couple weeks ago on May the 2nd. 7-6 DuBois with the win. Central held a 6-3 lead in that game, and DuBois scored twice in the bottom of the fifth, once in the sixth to tie it, and then a walk-off hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Noah Farrell got hit by that pitch to win 7-6 and 9. It's now 3-0 now on the batter, Zatzik. There's a called strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Dave Neal, our umpire behind home plate. Justin Skiba in the bases. Three-one delivery, fouled away. 3 balls and 2 strikes now as Galashinsky's battled back in the count here against Carter Himes. We'll see if there's any motion here with Hoover at first on the 3-2 catch. Trey Winger, really good catcher. 3-2, runner not going, and it hits him. It hits Zatzik, and now it's first and second and nobody out for DCC here in the first inning. Setting up that defense for DuBois. Adam Drahushak is at first. Brady Canals is at second. Samson Deeb is the shortstop. Mason Dinkfeld's at third. Walker Thomas is in left. Bryson Kale in center. Noah Farrell in right. Trey Winger doing the catching for Grady Galashinsky. So Drahushak, Canals, Deeb, and Dinkfeld first to third. Thomas, Kale, and Farrell left to right. Winger doing the catching for Galashinsky. So Carter Himes now at the plate trying to help himself as he's on the mound for DCC. Takes strike one. Himes on the year, 414, 17 driven in. That misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One-two pitch, ball hit down the right field line. That's going to go all the way to the corner. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold Zatzik at third, and DuBois Central Catholic has taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning on a Carter Himes double to the right field corner. Going to bring up Evan Burton. Already seen DCC score more runs than we saw on Monday at. Going to get a runner out here. Cam Ward will run for Himes at second. Courtesy runner situation for the starting pitcher. Evan Burton at the plate. 444, team high, 28 RBIs. First pitch swinging, drive into the left center field gap. That's going to go towards the wall. It'll be cut off by the center fielder, Kale. 2 runs will score. Burton is in at second with a double, and it's 3-0 DuBois Central Catholic. So the Cardinals, who were shut down completely by Dawson Cook on the game you watched right here on the YDL Sports Network on Monday, have struck for 3 in the top of the first tonight, and they lead DuBois 3-0. And now at the plate, Aiden Keller. Keller, the catcher, hitting .267 on the year with 7 driven in. Evan Snowberger, the first-year manager of the Cardinals, continues to tinker with his lineup. Keller batting in the 5 hole. Takes ball 1 high. Ball must have just barely stayed high there. Winding the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Keller. 3 in, nobody out for DuBois Central Catholic here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Keller. Called strike 3 on the bender. 1 away. So now Xavier Schwentner steps to the plate, hitting .316 on the year. Schwentner takes strike 1. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Schwentner. Schwentner, .316 again with 7 driven in. That misses, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Schwentner. Two-one delivery up high, 3-1. Ground ball. That's going to be cut off by the shortstop deep. He's not going to be able to throw the runner out. It's another base hit, and now runners at the corners as Burton goes to third. Second infield hit of the inning for the Cardinals, and now Dalton King is Josh Johnson coming out to talk to Grady Galashinsky. So Dalton King, the freshman, coming to the plate. King, one of at least 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for DCC. King on the year hitting .250 with 9 driven in, and now Trey Winger going through the defensive signs. When the bottom of the inning comes around, we'll talk about why this big lead is big for defense. Here's a ground ball. This could be 2. Deep waits on it to second for 1 on the first. He beats it out. So King beats out the Rapid first. That'll allow another run to score, and it's now 4-0 as Deeb, instead of charging that ball, kind of let it come to him, and when he let it come to him, it cost him the chance at the double play. As Canales' throw was just late, and King brings in the run, and now Devin Simplesio, the designated hitter, at the plate. $4-0 DuBois Central Catholic. Ball 1 to Simplesio. Hitting for Porter Price. Price will play first base. Simplesio doing the designated hitting. King takes his lead off of first. That's up high, and now it's 2-0. Two-0 delivery. Fouled hard down the third base side. Even though DCC, the visiting team, they're in their normal third base dugout. DuBois in the first base dugout. Congratulations to Noah Sherman of Northern Potter, back-to-back 400-meter champions, District 9 track and field championships going on right now. Simplizio swings and misses, strike two. Couple of big stories out of that. Throw down to first, back in safely as king. Couple big stories out of that. The heavily favored Brookville 4x1 relay team dropped the baton. Central Clarion ends up defending its title in that. They're the defending state champs. That's down low. Runner goes. Because it was in the dirt, no chance for Wingard to throw out King, who steals second base. A rarity against Wingard, who generally has a pretty good chance of throwing out people. Ball four. Simplizio draws the walk, and now the ninth man to bat in the inning. Colton Sachs coming to the plate. Talking about stolen bases, Wingard has only been stolen on 11 times in 16 tries, and in this case, it was partly because of the ball being in the dirt. He's not only one of the best offensive catchers in the league, one of the best defensive catchers as well. So now Colton Sachs at the plate. Ninth man to bat in the inning, first and third. Nobody out, and he takes, or two outs, and he takes ball one. DCC's got four home, and they've got their ace, Carter Himes, going on the mound. That's inside now. It's 2-0. There's a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Colton Sachs. Winding the 2-1. That stays high, and now it's 3-1. Kellen Hoover, who started the inning with an infield single, would be next if Sachs reaches. Galashinsky's 3-1 delivery. Outside, ball four, and the bases are loaded. Second walk issued by Galashinsky, and looking to see if Josh Johnson's going to make a move. Not yet, as DCC is battered around here in the first. They've got 4. Base hit could really break this one open early. Kellen Hoover, infield single, diving play by Deeb to start this inning. He comes home and scores. He'll take a strike on the inside corner. Hoover singled. Zatzik was hit by a pitch. Himes doubled home a run. Burton doubled home 2. Fielder's choice by King made it 4-0, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Sachs. Hoover. And there's a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Hoover down in the count, 1-2. Galashinsky trying to minimize the damage to 4 runs. That ball is popped up. First baseman Drahushak in foul territory makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. But not before DCC sends 10 men to the plate. They score 4 runs on 4 hits. There was a hit batter, 2 walks, and the bases were left loaded. At the end of a half an inning here at Sternfield and DuBois, it's DuBois Central Catholic 4, DuBois coming to bat. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your Cruise Planners Advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change. This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area boys and girls leagues with girls junior high, boys varsity, and girls varsity leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176. Back here in DuBois, we go to the bottom of the first inning, 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic, and that's big considering Carter Himes, the ace and the unquestioned best pitcher in District 9, goes to the mound. He's 6-0 on the year, with a 0.17 earned run average. Yes, you heard that right. A 0.17 ERA. 5 runs allowed, 1 earned the entire season. In 42 and a third innings, he has given up just 16 hits, struck out 91, has walked only 5. His whip, walks, hits by innings pitched, 4.96. That is stupid good. And he will face Samson Deeb leading off here, and Deeb fouls it away, strike 1. It'll be Samson Deeb leading off and playing shortstop. Trey Winger bats second and catches. Mason Dinkfeld third. He's at third base. Maddox Clark is the DH batting fourth. Noah Farrell bats fifth and in right field. Adam Drahushek bats sixth and at first base. Batting seventh and at second, Brody Canals batting eighth, and in left field, Walker Thomason batting ninth, the center fielder, Bryson Kales. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Deeb. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it's Deeb, Wingard, and Dinkfeld, Clark, Farrell, Drahushek, Canals, Thomas, and Kale for DuBois, which needs to get the work and score as many runs off of Carter Hines possibly as he's given up all year, 5, if they want to win this game. And there's a strike 3 called, or not called, but swung on and missed by Deeb, 1 away here in the first inning for DuBois. That'll bring up Trey Wingard. And we talk about Hines being the best pitcher in District 9. Wingard, the best offensive player in District 9, and it's probably not even close. 625 on the year, 3 homers, 28 driven in for the catcher who is heading to Delaware next year as he takes ball 1. Left-handed hitting catcher. Winding the 1-0. Fouled it away down the third base side, 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensively, it is Porter Price at first, Braden Zatzik's at second, Evan Burton's at short, Colton Sachs is at third, Dalton King is in left. Kellen Hoover is the center fielder. Xavier Schwentner is in right as Wingard fouls that one away, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Aiden Keller doing the catching for Carter Himes. So it's Price, Zatzik, Burton, and Sachs first to third. King, Hoover, and Schwentner left to right. And Keller doing the catching for Carter Himes, who's ahead in the count 1-2 on Trey Wingard. Ball is fouled out of play. Himes ready with the 1-2. Misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. DCC scored 4 times in the top of this first inning. They lead 4-0. Here's the 2-2 to Wingard. Wingard pops it up, getting a late break on it was the left fielder. That's going to land in for a base hit. Wingard always hustling on his way to second. He'll have a 1-out double. So King, the left fielder, got a late break on that ball that was popped up into left field. And Wingard has a 1-out double. It'll bring up Mason Dinkfeld. Dinkfeld having a great season of his own. 483, 6 home runs, 27 driven in. Big run out there right now in Wingard if they can start to cut into this 4-0 lead. String and a miss, strike 1. So in that game on May the 2nd, as the next pitch is down low, nice stop by Keller, 1 ball and 1 strike. In that game on May 2nd, Himes did pitch 2 innings, gave up an unearned run on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk, as he was getting some work in, as they had 2 big games that following Monday up in St. Mary's against Elk County Catholic and St. Mary's, and they needed him specifically against Elk County Catholic, and that was an important win for Central, as that earned them the number 2 seed in the upcoming District 9 playoffs. That is outside, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike on Dinkfeld. So DCC, the number 2 seed in the upcoming playoffs. Two-one pitch coming. Nope. Throw to second. Winger back in safely. 2-1 pitch. That ball is popped away. So they will play Elk County Catholic at Brockway High School next Thursday at 4 o'clock. The other side of the bracket on Tuesday in the quarterfinals, 5th seeded Coudersport at 4 seeded Port Allegheny at 4 o'clock. And that winner will play Clarion at St. Mary's' Berwyn Park on Thursday at 4. Swing and a miss by Dinkfeld. He's down on strikes. Second strikeout by Himes, 2 away here in the first. DuBois, meanwhile, in a sub-region with districts 8 and 10. DuBois will play Alderdice on Wednesday at Greenway Field in Pittsburgh at 4 o'clock. Winner of that game will play the winner of Wednesday's District 10 championship game between Meadville and Warren, as that ball is fouled away by Maddox Clark. Strike one. So postseason time is here. Monday, we'll have a couple of postseason games right from here in DuBois for you. Ball is fouled away right here at Stern Field, Brookville, AC Valley Union, Karn City, St. Mary's. No balls, 2 strikes here on Maddox Clark. 2 outs, Wingard at second. He doubled with 1 out. Timeout called by Clark. Himes has his sign, checks the runner, Wingard at second. Comes home. Gets him to swing and miss at a pitch way over his head, and the inning is over. DuBois in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the second. It is DuBois Central Catholic 4, DuBois nothing here in the D9 Central League Championship baseball game. Brought to you by Grange Lime Stone, just outside of Punxsutawney.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Hunter Ho takes over on the mound here for DuBois as we go to the second inning. Galashinsky lasts just 1 inning, gives up 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, and a hit batter. Ho has pitched in 13 innings this year. 2-1 record with a 1.08 earned run average, a 1.385 whip. And he will face Braden Zatzik, Carter Himes, and Evan Burton. First pitch to Zatzik stays high, ball 1. Oh, got to turn the camera on. Sorry about that. There we go. Apologize. 2 balls and no strikes here on Zatzik. Didn't miss anything. Ho's 2-0 pitch. Down low, and it's 3-0. Ho last, there's a called strike, 3-1. Ho last pitched against Clarion on a game you watched right here on the YDL Sports Network, 2 2/3 innings. Took the loss in that game. It's a called strike 2. So Ho has battled back in the count after throwing 3 straight balls to Zatzik. It's now 3-2 on Braden. Ho's 3-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Nice job by Hunter Ho after throwing 3 straight balls to come back and strike out. Zatzik one away here for Carter Himes, who had an RBI. Single to left center in his first at bat. RBI double, excuse me, to right field in his first at bat. That went down the line in right. Stays inside, ball 1. Popped up and out of play, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That ball is up the middle. D behind second base, gets it, throws across, and there's 2 away here in the DCC second inning. I'll bring up Evan Burton. He had a 2-run double to left center last inning. The Central scored 4 times in that inning. Bounces in there, ball 1. It's outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Burton. 2-0 on Burton. Wind in the delivery. Ground ball, foul ball down to third base side. It's 2-1 on Burton. Winding the 2-1 pitch to Evan Burton. Burton ground ball. Third baseman Dinkfeld up with it. Across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Hunter Ho. For DCC in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. DuBois Central Catholic 4, DuBois nothing here on the YDL Sports Network.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
At the bottom of the second inning, 4-0 DCC. It'll be Farrell, Drahushak, and Canals for DuBois as Noah Farrell fouls that out of play. Strike one, 290 on the year with a homer and 18 RBIs. He got hit by that pitch on that May 2nd game in the City Classic to win the game for the Beavers. Whoever came a 3-run deficit in that game, as this one's up high and it's 1-1 strike. Farrell heading to Connecticut next year, the University of Connecticut. The pitch. Chopper, third baseman Sachs, gets it and throws a nice strike across to Porter Price for out number one. Bring up the first baseman, Adam Drahushak. Drahushak, 375 on the year with a homer and 8 driven in. Carter Himes' first pitch to Drahushak fouled straight back, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two, 0-2 on Drahushak. Himes struck out the side in the first, did give up a double to Wingard. That's way outside, and it's 1-2 strikes. That ball is fouled out of play. It remains 1-2. That is chopped at the plate. It remains 1-2 strikes. Himes ready with the 1-2. Another foul ball by Drahushak. So 3 foul balls in a row by Drahushak. Carter Himes ready, delivers another one. 4 consecutive foul balls by Adam Drahushak, who's having himself a nice at bat here. Wide in the 1-2. Swing and a miss. It's in the ground, so it's going to have to be a throw down by Keller. His throw is right on the money. 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for Himes. Bring up Brody Canals. I think it was Brody's mom that reached out and said she was really glad we were broadcasting today. She wasn't going to be able to make the game, so glad we could bring her the game. There's a called strike. No balls on 1 strike on Canals. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2 on Canals. Wind in the 0-2. That's in the dirt, and it's 1-2 strikes. Called strike 3 on Canals, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the third here at the inaugural D9 Central League Championship game. It is DuBois Central Catholic 4, DuBois nothing.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back here as we go to the third inning with DuBois Central Catholic leading DuBois 4-0 in this inaugural D9 Central League Baseball Championship game, powered tonight by Grange, Lyman Stone, just outside of Punxsutawney. It'll be Aiden Keller, Xavier Schwentner, and Dalton King against Hunter Ho at a 1-2-3 inning of relief. Last inning with a strikeout and a pair of groundouts. Keller struck out looking in his first at bat, takes ball one downstairs. There's a swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's down low, and it's now 2-1. And now it's up high, and it's 3-1. So 3-1 here on Keller, leading off the DCC third inning, up 4-0. Hunter Ho for DuBois, ready to deliver the 3-1. Called strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ho ready with the 3-2 delivery. Popped up and out of play. Remains 3-2 here. On Keller. Keller fouls that out of play. Remains 3-2. So Hunter Ho took over for Grady Galashinsky, who went 1 inning and gave up 4 runs. The only runs of this game as DCC leads 4-0, top of the third inning. That ball is drilled to left, but foul. Going over to give it a look was Walker Thomas, but that ball was well out of play. So Keller steps back in. Hunter Ho now has the sign he wants for his full count delivery. And Ho lines it over the head of the third baseman. Dingfeld down into the left field corner. Thomas is going to have to dig it out, and Keller is in the second with a leadoff double. So Keller ripped that one over the head of the third baseman Dingfeld down into the corner and left. And DCC has a leadoff double, and they've got their catcher out there, so we're going to get a runner for him. We'll get you that runner in a second. There's a called strike here on Schwentner. Schwentner had an infield single in the first. Michael Zucchelli is out running at second. Is down low. One ball, one strike here. Shows bunt inside, 2-1. The ball is popped up and caught in foul territory by the third baseman Dinkfeld. One away. So that'll bring up Dalton King. King had the hustling fielder's choice in the first. It brought home the fourth run for DCC. So Schwender fails to move the runner. Now it's ball one, high and inside to King. Zucchelli, the runner at second, running for the catcher Keller, who led off the inning with a double. There's now one out. And there's a little looper. That'll be the shortstop D behind second base. On to first. There's two away on the play. Zucchelli goes to third. So Zucchelli now at third with two outs for Devin Supplizio, who walked in his first at bat. So Ho trying to pitch around the leadoff double. Is 2/3 of the way there. Nice breaking ball in there for strike one. Top of the third. There's a called strike two. 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic. Hunter Ho, one strike away from pitching out of the leadoff double. Wind in the delivery, swing and a miss, and then Wingard will tag him out. And Ho does a nice job of pitching around the leadoff double. For DCC, no runs, a hit, no errors, one man left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It is still 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Grange Lime and Stone, located 10 miles west of Punxsutawney along Route 536, will mine, crush, and size limestone and sand rock for industrial, commercial, and residential use. Grange Lime and Stone will deliver, or you can pick up, your choice. For more information, call Grange Lime and Stone at 814-938-4883. That's 814-938-4883.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Walker Thomas leads off here, takes ball one from Carter Himes. Swings and misses, 1 ball and 1 strike. In the bottom of the third, it'll be Thomas, Kale, and Deeb. 8, 9, and 1 for DuBois, trailing DuBois Central 4-0. 1-1 delivery is a little high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, 2-2 here on Thomas, hitting .259 on the year with 3 driven in. 2-2 delivery outside, 3-2. Wind into 3-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Thomas. We were here for a championship game last Friday as Clarion beat Red Bank Valley for the KSAC title. Again, we'll be here Monday as well as their strike one to Kale, hitting 239 on the year. Couple of homers, 13 driven in. Heim switching fast, 1 ball, 1 strike. Union AC Valley Union versus Brookville, Karn City versus St. Mary's in the 3A semifinals here on Monday, right here on the YDL Sports Network. There's a ball ripped down the right field line. It's a foul ball. A foul ball. There's not a lot of foul territory down there, but he found just enough of that foul territory, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kale. Justin Skiba, the base umpire there with nobody on, was right there to make that call. 1-2 delivery inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Himes is 2-2, chasing one upstairs. Might have hit our camera, actually. I have to go up in between innings and fix that. There's a ball, and now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind in the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Seven strikeouts now for Carter Himes, as now we have Samson Deeb to the plate. Deeb struck out in the first. We're in the third. 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic in the lead. That is fouled back, strike 1. That misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind in the 1-1. That misses, and it's 2-1. Wind in the 2-1. Outside, 3-1 on Deeb. Talking a guy in Himes who's only walked 5 all year, but he's behind in the count, 3-1. That ball is lifted foul out of play, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. He strikes out the side for the second inning this game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
At the top of the fourth inning here. So Colton Sachs will lead off. Sachs takes ball one. That's 2-0 here on Sachs. He goes, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one pitch is inside and high. Now it's 3-1 on Sachs. 3 balls, 1 strike on Sachs. Sachs ground ball. Nice play by the third baseman, Dinkfeld. Throw across just in time to retire. Sachs 1 away here in the DCC fourth inning. That'll bring up Kellen Hoover. Ooh, gee, sorry about that, folks. Get that fixed here. 1 ball and no strikes here on Hoover, who has singled and scored and popped out in foul territory. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hunter Ho has really settled things down for DuBois since taking over in the second inning. Retired 7 of the 8 he's faced. That is now 3-0. 3-0 here on Hoover. Called strike, taking all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike. Hoover goes after that one. Fly ball to right. Noah Farrell camps underneath it, makes the catch. 2 away here for DCC in the fourth, and that'll bring up Braden Zatzik. Zatzik was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, struck out in the second. We're now in the fourth inning of a 4-0 DCC lead. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Hunter Ho sets and delivers. It's called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch, ground ball, shortstop deep, gobbles it up, throws across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is 4-0 DuBois Central Catholic in the lead.
Dead battery? Don't get stuck. Get to the Battery Warehouse in Clarion and Brookville. Fast, reliable service, and they treat you like family, getting you back on the road in no time. Visit thebatterywarehouse.com today. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It'll be Wingard followed by Dinkfeld and Clark. Wingard, the lone hit so far for DuBois, a hustling double down the left field side in his first at bat. There's a chopper. Well, that wasn't chopped. It was actually hit in the air and caught there by Sachs over at third. One away. That'll bring up Mason Dinkfeld. Dinkfeld fouls that one away over on the first base side. Still trying to get this scoreboard fixed again for you. Still need to do some stuff here as it's now 0-2. Apologize, folks, when that camera got hit. We got all screwed up. Wind in the 0-2. That misses, and it's 1-2 here on the left-handed hitting Dinkfeld. Wind in the 1-2. That is fouled out of play over on the left field side. That's outside, and it's now 2-2. Two is chop foul. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is fouled straight back. Remains 2-2. And another foul ball. Two swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Dinkfeld for the second time. 9th strikeout for Himes. I'll bring up Maddox Clark. It's a called strike. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes on Clark, just like that. Swing and a miss. Clark's down on strikes, and it's a 1-2-3 innings for Himes. In the fourth, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the fifth, still 4-0, DuBois Central Catholic.
Grange, Lime, and Stone, located 10 miles west of Punxsutawney along Route 536, will mine, crush, and size limestone and sand rock for industrial, commercial, and residential use. Grange, Lime, and Stone will deliver, or you can pick up. Your choice. For more information, call Grange, Lime, and Stone at 814-938-4883. That's 814-938-4883.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is siding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Back here as we go to the top of the fifth inning, it'll be Himes, Burton, and Keller against Hunter Ho. First pitch to Himes, ground ball, base hit into left field. Bring up Evan Burton. Burton has an RBI double and a ground out today as they're going to get a runner here. It'll be Cam Ward again, courtesy running. Ward courtesy ran and scored in the first inning. Inside, ball one. So that's the second hit, given up by Ho. He gave up a leadoff double in the third to Aiden Keller, but stranded the pinch runners or the courtesy runners Kelly at third. That ball is fouled away, and it's 1-1 strike here on Burton. Winding the 1-1. Burton fouls that away, and it's 1-2 strikes. One and two on Burton. Ward the runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Burton. One away. Third strikeout for Ho. Ball one here to Keller. It's now 2-0. This ball is fouled away, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 on Keller. Courtesy runner Ward at first, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. 4 runs scored by DCC in the first have been enough so far. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Winding the 2-2. That ball is hit out into the right center field gap. That is going to get down. It'll be cut off by the center fielder, Kale. On his way to third is Ward. Holding it first is Keller. And now it's first and third and 1 out for the Cardinals here in the 5th inning, trying to add to their 4-0 lead. Imagine we're going to get a runner here for the catcher, Keller. It'll be Zucchelli again. The Schwentner will come in, Zucchelli running. So pair of courtesy runners out there. Zucchelli's at first, Ward's at third, just 1 out for Xavier Schwentner, who has an infield single and is fouled out to the third baseman, Dinkfeld. Ho's first pitch fouled at the plate by Schwentner, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and now it's 0-2 on Schwentner as he flailed at that breaking ball. Ho checks the runner at first. 0-2 delivery. Hit him. As he came inside, it never broke, and now the bases are loaded. Second Cardinal to be hit by a pitch in this game. So Dalton King, who is a pair of groundouts, he hustled on the first one and got an RBI as he beat out the double play ball. Now King with a chance to add to DCC's 4-0 lead here in the 5th. First pitch to King, up high, ball 1. King, fly ball, deep center field. It's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Kale. Getting a late break, though, at second was Zucchelli as he thought he had to go back and tag. So DCC will only score 1, but they now lead 5-0. Zucchelli, thinking that ball was going to be caught, went back and tagged instead of going about halfway, and because of that, he couldn't score. Bases will remain loaded. It's now 5-0, and coming to the plate will be Porter Price, pinch hitting for Simplizio. So Hunter Ho finally been dinged here. Throws the first pitch high and outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes here on Price. Left-handed hitter. That ball gets past Wingard, but not a lot of room here in foul territory. Neither of the fields in baseball here in DuBois have a lot of room in foul territory. So Kelly doesn't try to score. Now it's 2 balls and no strikes, though, on Porter Price, the left-handed hitting pinch hitter. 2-0 delivery, swing and a miss. So 2-1, 2-1 delivery, another swing and a miss, and now it's 2-2. So Price down in the count, or now even in the count, 2-2 is Ho. Looking for the strikeout. Swing and a miss. He get him chasing. 2 away for Central here in the 6th. fifth, excuse me. And now it'll be up to Colton Sachs, who's walked and grounded out. Sachs line drive right at the second base or shortstop deep, and the inning is over. Central gets 1 run on 3 hits. There was a hit batter, no errors, and the bases were left loaded for the second time for DCC. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is now DuBois Central Catholic 5 and DuBois nothing.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Farrell, Drahushak, and Knaus due up for DuBois, which has just 1 hit against Carter Himes, who has 10 strikeouts in 4 innings. Himes at 65 pitches. That breaking ball comes in for strike 1. One in the 0-1. Ooh, high and tight, 1-1. It's a called strike. It's 1-2. Over in Brookville in the track and field meet in Double-A right now with just a few events left. Elk County Catholic holds a 54.5 to 52-point lead over Cranberry for the district title in Double-A girls and Double-A boys. Brookville is going to cruise to that title. Triple-A girls, DuBois 112, Punxsutawney 102 right now. DuBois in control. DuBois' boys are up 97 to 94.5 on Bradford. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Farrell. So Himes with the 3-2 delivery. Ground ball, base hit into left field. Second hit of the game for DuBois. Is a base hit leading off here in the 5th inning by Noah Farrell. Just reaching out and poking that ball. Runner going, throw down by Keller. Not in time. Stealing that base was Farrell. And now DuBois are the runner in scoring position and nobody out in a 1-0 count here on Drahushak. There's a ground ball. Second baseman Zatzik onto first baseman Price. 1 away, but Farrell moves to third on the play. So it'll bring up Brody Knaus. Knaus with a chance to do something that only one other team has done all year on Carter Himes, and that's get an earned run against him. There's a called strike. And there's a ground ball. That'll get the run home. Burton's throw across in time, and DuBois has done something that has rarely been done against Himes this season. They've scored an earned run against them, as it's now 5-1. But there are 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Only the 6th overall run given up by Himes. First earned run allowed since April 1st when he gave up an earned run at Brockway. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike here. Now it's 2-1. That game against Brockway on April the 1st. And now it's 3-1 on Walker Thomas. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Still 3-2 on Thomas. And that ball is lined out into right field to be played on a bounce by Schwentner. So a 2-out single here by Thomas keeps things going for DuBois. Here's how impressive Carter Himes has been. That is the first earned run he had given up in 24 innings of work. And now I think we might get a pitching change, as Evan Snowberger going out to the mound, or at least calling his infielders all in together. But between April 1st and May 15th, Carter Himes went 24 innings without giving up an earned run. As Bryson Cale stepping to the plate, he struck out looking in his first at bat. Nothing else, what DuBois scoring here is done is it's also driven up the pitch count for Himes, who's now at 81 pitches in only the 5th inning. The leadoff single by Farrell. He stole second, went to third on a ground out by Drahushak, scored on the ground out by Canals, and now the single by Thomas, and now at the plate, Bryson Cale. Takes strike 1. That misses, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brody Beggs, congratulations to. Runner going to second, throw down by Keller, not in time. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now on the batter, Cale, as Thomas steals second. And now it's 3-1. Top of the order due up next, as all of a sudden Carter Himes has gotten himself into a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the 5th. That ball is driven to deep right field. And what a catch made by Schwentner as he somersaults over near the wall in right to make the catch and end the inning. DuBois picks up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head to the 6th. It is now 5-1, DuBois Central Catholic.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Ed to the 6th inning here. DuBois Central Catholic leading 5-1 in this inaugural D9 Central League Championship game. Be Hoover, Zatzik, and Himes. Top of the order for Central. Ground ball. Second baseman Canals up with it. Throws to Drahushak at first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Central here in the 6th. That'll bring up Braden Zatzik. He's been hit by a pitch and scored a run, struck out and grounded out. DCC scored 4 in the first off of Grady Galashinsky. They got 1 in the 5th off of Hunter Ho. DuBois answered with a run in the bottom of the 5th off of Carter Himes. His first earned run allowed since April 1st. It's a called strike to Zatzik. There's a ground ball. That's a fair ball. Dinkfeld deep in the hole at third. Gets it, and it goes past the first baseman. That's going to be a base hit. That was a tough play deep along the line by the third baseman, Dinkfeld. Slipping there was Zatzik, or he might have been able to go to second. Bring up Carter Himes. He had an RBI double to get it started in this down the right field line. Courtesy runner Cam Ward has scored a pair of runs as he also singled last inning leading off. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Always seems to be a good game when these two teams get together. 0-1 delivery. Down low, nice stop by Wingard. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's down low, and it's now 2-1. Now it's 3-1. So striking now, we're full at 3-2. 3-2 on Himes. Zatzik takes his lead off first, and Himes fouls that out of play. That's high and tight, ball 4. Now first and second for Evan Burton. First walk issued by Ho. And now we're going to get Cam Ward out to run for a third time for Carter Himes. Burton, 2-run double in the first, grounded out in the second, struck out in the fifth. We're now in the sixth. DCC trying to add to its 5-1 lead. Takes a strike. One ball, one strike. Now it's 1-2 on Burton. One, two delivery. That's down low. 2-2. Nice stop again by Wingard. Host 2-2. That misses, and now it's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Burton. Host payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Host fourth strikeout. 2 outs for Keller, and now out comes Josh Johnson. Let's see if he's going to make a move here. I think he is. Maybe not. Johnson made the move to Ho after the Cardinals scored 4 in the first off of Grady Galashinsky. He's going to stay with Ho here. And Ho has really done a nice job giving up just 1 run in his what is now amounts to 4 2/3 innings. Keller has a double in this game. Oh, and he gets hit by a pitch, and he's not happy about that as it stung. And that's the second time Ho has hit a guy. Third time a Cardinal's been hitting this game, and now the bases are loaded as they're going to run for Keller with Zucchelli again. Bases are loaded for Schwentner. And that's going to do it for Ho as Josh Johnson comes out and takes the ball from him. See who he hands it to here. So Hunter Ho really did a nice job of stabilizing things for DuBois. And he's going to hand the ball over here to Jonathan Reed. So Reed's going to take over for Ho here in the top of the 6th with Xavier Schwentner at the plate. Reed on the year. Pitched 6 1/3 innings. He's 1-0. He's given up 1 run, has a 1.150 earned run average. Reed's win came against Johnsonburg on April the 15th. He last pitched on May the 2nd against DuBois Central Catholic, faced 5 batters in that game, and did not allow any of them to reach. He struck out 2. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your Cruise Planner's Advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
So Reed will face Xavier Schwentner with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Down low, ball 1. DCC trying to add on to that 5-1 lead. Misses, and now it's 2-0. So 2-0 on Schwentner. Jonathan Reed being called on in a key situation here for DuBois. 2-0 pitch. That's high, and now it's 3-0 and nowhere to put him. 3 balls and no strikes on Schwentner. Reed sets. Delivers the 3-0. Down low, ball 4. That'll walk home a run. And it is now 6-1. As Zatzik scores. Ward to third, Zucchelli to second, Schwentner at first, and Dalton King up the plate, who's 1 for 3. An RBI fielder's choice and an RBI single, and he swings and misses strike 1 after Reed had just thrown 4 straight balls. King's up there hacking the freshman. Reed's 0-1 pitch. That misses high, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Reed's 1-1. Popped up. There's 2 outs. Runners are taking off. Samson Deeb out in shallow center field makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But not before DCC picks up a run on 1 hit. There was a hit batter, a couple of walks, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. DCC has left the bases loaded 3 times in this game, and yet they still lead 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
So the Beavers will have the top of their order up here to start the 6th. D. Wingard and Dinkfeld. against Carter Himes. Bunting, and that's a great bunt. It's going to be a bunt base hit for Samson Deeb. To lead off the sixth. And it seems every time they get somebody on, they try to steal second. Himes now at 87 pitches as Trey Wingert steps to the plate. Himes checks the runner at first. Comes home. Outside, ball one. So the DuBois dugout is all up against the fences and shouting. They're into this one. Even trailing 6-1. Himes checks Deeb at first. Comes home. Winger pops it up and out of play. Strike one, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wingard has a double and a line out in this one. That was a little soft liner. 1-1. Down low. Great stop by Keller, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And now Himes is at 91 pitches. Only 100 allowed. It's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Central's going to have to go to somebody. Will that be Burton? Will it be Zatzik? Somebody else? We'll find out. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Wingard. And Wingard drives that one down the left field line. Foul. So it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Wingard. Himes' 2-2 delivery. That ball is skied to center. Going back. Still going back. Has room. Makes the catch. Out there in center is Hoover. There's 1 away here in the 6th. So now Mason Dinkfeld to the plate. Very well could be the last batter Himes faces as he's at 95 or 94 pitches. Throw over to first. Diving back in safely is Deeb. Runner goes to second. Throw down. He's gone. Oh, no. He's safe. Justin Skiba calls him safe. It looked like he was out from here. Wow. Evan Snowberger's going to go out, and I don't blame him. From where we were sitting, it looked like he was out. Snowberger is livid. And Snowberger's got to be careful because you can't get thrown out and lose 2 games, but that did not look like a good call from Justin Skiba out at second base. Again, he's more closer to it than I am, but from where I'm sitting, it looked like he was out. No balls and 1 strike here on the batter, Dinkfeld. Now 1-1. One pitch. Popped up. Third baseman sacks in foul territory, drifting back towards fair territory, makes the catch. 2 away. And now a chance to get out of the 6th. Himes at 97 pitches. He would love to get out of this inning and have a reliever start a clean 7th. Ground ball. Here's a chance. Burton deep in the hole, throws across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. 4, DuBois in the 6th. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the 7th here in the inaugural D9 Central League Championship game. It's DuBois Central Catholic 6, DuBois 1.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Go to the 7th. It'll be Porter Price, Colton Sachs, and Kellen Hoover for DCC, 8, 9, and 1. Price struck out pinch hitting for Devin Supplizio in the 5th. DCC, 4 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th for their 6. DuBois, 1 in the 5th for their 1. Thinking Price might be bunting. Third baseman Dinkfeld was even with the mound, maybe a little in front of it. Taking ball 1, not even showing bunt there was Price. But DuBois still thinks Price might be bunting. He is not, and he swings and misses. Strike 1. Price shows it a little bit here now. Pulls it back, takes a ball, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Porter Price. Price lays that one down. That's a good bunt. Price will beat out the throw from Reed. So Price with the leadoff bunt single. And now Colton Sachs at the plate. Down low, ball 1. That's going to get by Wingard. He doesn't know where it's at. Price will stop at second on the wild pitch by Reed. But now, chance for DCC to add to its 6-1 lead with a runner at second and nobody out. Price lays down Sachs leads down the bunt, and the ball is thrown, and they're going to say he's out. They're going to say he's out. They're going to say that the second baseman, Canals, held the bag on the sacrifice. Price goes to third. Now Kellen Hoover to the plate. Hoover 1 for 4 with an infield single and a run scored. DuBois will bring its infield in here, down 6-1 and a runner at third with one out. Hoover, ground ball through the drawn in infield. That'll make it 7-1 Cardinals on the Kellen Hoover base hit. DuBois forced to bring its infield in, and in doing so, Hoover is able to get it through that drawn in infield, and it's 7-1 Cardinals. And there's a foul ball by Zatzik, strike one. That's in the dirt. Great stop by Wingard. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Runner goes to second, and Wingard's throw bounced at the mound, almost was picked by Reed. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Zatzik. That was just strange. So Hoover's now at second with 1 out. Oh, they're not going to let him take it. Oh, my goodness. Come on, ump. You know, there's a reason you never see that called in a major league game. You never see a guy brought back in a major league game. You only see it at the high school level where the umpires think that they know more than major league umpires do. He can shake his head at me all he wants, but it's a hit batter. It's a rule that is not enforced at any other level. The only level I ever see it enforced at is the high school level. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. And it remains 2-2. Just unbelievable that this is the only level of baseball that you will ever see that call made at. Watch a lot of college ball, watch a lot of Major League Baseball. You never see that call made. A hit batter's a hit batter, but the umpires at this level think that they know more than the umpires at the higher level. 2-2 here, still on Zatzik. And Zatzik lifts that towards center, but the shortstop in shallow center field will make the catch, and there's 2 away. To bring up Carter Himes. Himes 2 for 3 with a walk. 2 runs scored by his courtesy runner, Cam Ward. Called strike 1. Fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes on Himes. Himes, little ground ball, deep, charging, gloving, throwing, and no, he doesn't get him. Well, they're going to argue this one, as this has not been the cleanest of umpired games that I've seen this year. So an infield single for Himes. They're going to let him run now, I think, since he's probably not pitching anymore. Well, no, they are going to run for him. Okay, they are going to send out Cam Ward again. So first and third, 2 outs for Evan Burton. So Burton up against Reed here. Burton had a 2-run double in the first, takes ball 1 up high. He has struck out twice and grounded out as well. So 1 for 4 with the 2-run double back in the first. One ball and 1 strike on Burton. That misses. Great stop again by Wingert, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here on Evan Burton. Jonathan Reed trying to limit this to 1 run and a 6-run deficit. Checks the runner at first. 2-2 delivery. Fouled out of play. Remains 2-2. Reed set at the belt. Checks the runners. 2-2 delivery. Burton fouls that out of play. Remains 2-2. Remains 2-2. That's down low, and now it's full on Burton, 3-2, and Ward will get a head start here. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. DCC picks up another run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is DuBois, Central Catholic 7, DuBois 1, here on the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Grange, Lime, and Stone, located 10 miles west of Punxsutawney along Route 536, will mine, crush, and size limestone and sand rock for industrial, commercial, and residential use. Grange, Lime, and Stone will deliver, or you can pick up, your choice. For more information, call Grange, Lime, and Stone at 814-938-4883. That's 814-938-4883.
Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is signing up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Evan Burton takes over for Carter Himes and throws strike 1 to Noah Farrell. So Himes goes 6 innings, gives up 1 run. It was earned on 4 hits. No walks, struck out 10. So Farrell hops this one up, right field side. That's going to be out of play, and it's going to be no balls and 2 strikes. Oh and 2 on Noah Farrell. Farrell fouls that one away against Burton here. Burton on the year, 34 innings pitched, 3-4 with a 1.85 earned run average. Here's a ground ball. Shortstop Himes bobbles it. Throw across in time is a nice pick there by Porter Price. And there's one away as Himes took over at shortstop. One out here for Adam Drahushak. Drahushak is 0 for 2 in the game. Ball 1 up high. It's now 2-0 on Drahushak. Drahushak ground ball right through the third baseman Sachs. And if you look at Burton's numbers on the year, his defense behind him has been not very good. In another situation there that you should have thought that it could have been made, it'll go as a base hit. But still a play that your third baseman probably could make because they're going to run here for Drahushak. Running for the Beavers. Jack Statler. So Statler will run for Drahushak as a pinch hit runner. Is now at the plate, Brady Knaus. Burton swing and a miss by Knaus, strike 1. Knaus pop up, shortstop Himes at the edge of the infield, artificial dirt makes the catch, and now DuBois Central Catholic 1 out away from the inaugural D9 Central League championship game title. As Walker Thomas will be the last hope for DuBois. Central grabbed the 4-0 lead in the first, led all the way through this one. Thomas takes ball 1. Burton trying to close this one out for Carter Himes. That ball is popped up. Left fielder, shortstop Himes says he has it. He does, and the Cardinals are the D9 Central League champions in 2026. For DuBois in the seventh, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Final score, DuBois Central Catholic 7, DuBois 1 here at Stern Field in DuBois. We'll take our time here to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. We'll have an interview off the air with this individual. It will be Carter Himes of the DuBois Central Catholic Cardinals. Carter, fantastic performance tonight on the mound and at the plate. 6 innings, 1 run. It was earned. 10 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed. At the plate, he was 3 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. He doubled in this game. Final score, DuBois Central Catholic 7, DuBois 1. DuBois Central Catholic wins the inaugural D9 Central League title. So the Cardinals getting their trophy. Now they're going to get their championship photo taken, and that'll do it for us here in DuBois tonight, where DuBois Central Catholic wins the inaugural D9 Central League title with a 7-1 victory over DuBois. We'll be back on the air on Monday in the District 9 playoffs right here from Stern Field.